All right, so I'm here with Vinny. Vinny, how old are you?
I'm 25.
25, and are you originally from Las Vegas?
I am from Las Vegas. I grew up here in Summerlin, on the west side of Las Vegas. I went to 3 different high schools, and yeah, I've been out here. I moved out when I was 18. Went to Arizona for 4 years, and I came back, and it's not much changed when it comes to streets.
So what did you go to Arizona for?
I went because I had an obligation to. I fucked up and got in a real big fight with my aunt and had to move back in with my mom, which I never knew. I was adopted by my aunt and uncle. Growing up, raised with my brother and sister, separate home here. Well, my parents continued to do drugs and shit.
Are you homeless right now?
Yeah, I'm homeless. I've tried to get out of it by going to shelters and getting help by from support centers, and it's really tough trying to get out of it once you're in it. Not a whole lot of people understand that. You know, you can't just. People say, you know, you got to fix yourself. You got to just pick yourself up by the bootstraps and get going. It's not that easy.
Yeah, a lot of people say, hey man, why don't you just go get a job, right?
Right.
And get out of the streets. They think it's really easy.
You get a phone, get an ID, and it's like the next day it's stolen. And, you know, it's tough. Like, why are homeless people stealing from homeless people? And it's, you know, why aren't people helping more people out here? Some people are really trying.
Yeah.
This last time I became homeless because I lost my little brother to an overdose on meth. He was 19 years old on September 9th, 2019. And that really fucked me up. It really did.
Sorry to hear that, bro.
The more I talk about it, the easier it gets, you know? But I'm still battling it on the inside. Like, I feel like I'm the enemy, like I fucked up. Like I did that. He was a good kid before. And then I went back into relapse after turning my whole life around and trying to be sober. Going through counseling and inpatient treatments and IOP. And I thought, you know, smoking weed and drinking was gonna be okay. And as long as, you know, I got all my responsibilities taken care of. I got the car, I got the place, I got a job going down. But then I met up with a cool friend. I thought someone who was cool. He had a car, he had a hot girlfriend, tattoos on his face. You know, I thought he had it. And so I started hanging out with him, but, you know, behind closed doors, he was smoking heroin and putting meth. And that's where I relapsed. And I hated myself for it. I really did, because I dedicated a lot of my fucking time to fighting for sobriety. And I failed myself, really. I've had a substance abuse problem since I was 14.
Okay.
It doesn't leave you, it never will. I wish every day that, you know, I could just stop. But there's something I'm clinging on to.
With what addiction are you battling right now?
I'm battling addiction and crystal meth.
Okay.
Someone passed me the pipe when I was very young, and that didn't help. Shame on them as well. You know, you don't give drugs to kids. You shouldn't. Well, out here, it's everywhere out here. It doesn't matter whether you're rich, poor, or in suburbs, outskirts of Vegas.
Yeah.
Meth is everywhere here. Next door neighbor, really. And it's terrible.
Sorry to cut you off, but is that the biggest problem that you guys are having here in Las Vegas? Because back home, I'm from Phoenix, Arizona.
Right.
And back home, we have a big blue epidemic. I don't know if you heard of the blues. Like they're fentanyl.
Yeah.
Are those hitting this area too?
It's hitting this area as well. It's actually pretty bad and very scary because I had a lot of friends that have fallen into the addiction of heroin, and not that they were on medications before, they just started using, picked it up, and the fear in it, it's like, you know, they could be doing some kind of drug and not wake up tomorrow, and it tears me apart. It sickens me, really. It's disgusting what people do. It's a really ugly drug.
And I noticed that everywhere I go, like every different area, they call it different names. What do they call it out here in Las Vegas?
We usually just call it fentanyl.
Okay.
We call heroin black, for the most part. You don't have to hide too much shit. We call meth shit. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory.
So where do you sleep at night?
A lot of people, they choose to sleep in hotel rooms, and you know, they do meth so they can stay awake because they have fear of sleeping out here on the streets. I just sleep right here on the pavement, not even 100 feet away, just right there by Hard Rock Cafe. Sometimes I feel safe there, other times I sleep under a pedestrian bridge or on the pedestrian bridge. You can't go anywhere near the casinos because I don't have an ID, and security is so uptight and disheartening. You can't. And I try to get a hotel room with somebody, just get a shower really. And it's like, okay, I'm stopped by security everywhere I go, and I can't get in a casino or a hotel for the life of me, just get a shower. That's all I ask, really, and it's sad.
So where do people wash up over here? Like when you guys are homeless out here on the strip, where do you guys go and wash up? And
there's dudes out here that have black crud on their feet and on their hands that are probably years old and haven't showered in forever. And it's because no one's going to offer them that opportunity. There's all the water spouts and spigots out here, they're locked up. Most every single one of them you see would be locked up because there's a lot of homeless people out here. And they take advantage of everything they can get. If you find a small shady spot, they're gonna fucking usually lie down. You know?
Do these casinos really like watch out to see if the homeless are going inside the casinos?
Yeah,
so they can kick them out?
They are dead on that. Like it's like their number one priority is to get rid of undesirables. And you know, I wish they wouldn't be so hard. You know, some people got to take care of themselves. They got to try and make moves, and without a shower, it's near impossible to even get a job.
Yeah. And how does the general population, like the general community out here, treat you guys?
When it comes to the locals, they have a little bit more heart, a little bit more understanding because they see it more. They help out a lot. Tourists, there's some of them real nice. Bring a meal to all the homeless, and that's really good. But most people give us some really dirty looks, and I understand it's really it's really sad and depressing to see some of these people out here really messed up and struggling to get back up on their feet, or not lost completely and not trying at all. But they come here because of all the activity here. It makes it a lot easier for them to score some food and drink, even if it's out of the trash can. I mean, fuck. I mean, you gotta survive. And how you gotta do it. Because a lot of people, they're not very charitable. So you're gonna have to go treasure hunting.
And how about the police? How do they treat you guys out here?
They used to be really uptight, the police down here. but they've been way more casual, the police. Security here do most of their job in taking care of shooing away undesirables. Police, they're really quite kind. In fact, I was just walking out of CVS. I had a bundle of items in my arms, and I needed to eat, whatever. And there's a cop right there. He's like, "What are you doing? Hey, stop that!" They just had me go back in the store, return the items, and had me walk. So they really do have a heart. I mean, they don't want to see no kid just locked up in jail, no good reason. I'm not a criminal. I'm just a young kid trying to fucking survive.
Okay, if we have younger viewers watching this interview and they're thinking about trying meth, fentanyl, or any other substances, what kind of advice would you give those younger viewers?
Dead. Drugs end all dreams. Period. There is no light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to drugs. You do it once, you may be able to walk, but twice, and you'll be hooked for life.
Exactly. Like playing Russian roulette, huh?
And every time you're risking your life, yes. I can't tell you how many times I've overamped or overdosed on drugs and clutching my chest, feeling like I'm dying, and having to try to fight through that because I was afraid to go to the hospital. Each and every one of those times I wish I didn't have to do that. Didn't have to feel like I had to go there. And if I could take it all back, like we wish we all could, God, I wish I could.
If you had that chance, would you redo it again?
Of course, no hesitation. If I could just said no that first time, and it wasn't pleasure seeking. There is no cure out there for depression. There really is not. You got to go to a doctor. If you feel empty or hurt inside, if you feel like you're missing out on life, you've got to see a psychiatrist. They're the ones that are gonna help you, not your drug dealer or your fucking plug or your buddy or your friend. I mean, weed is pretty fucking cool, and it probably gets you higher than any other fucking drug out there, and it's safest as well. Just stick to weed, please. Like, God Almighty, please just stick to weed. Alcohol is even overrated.
All right, if we have any subscribers or anybody that's watching this interview and they want to contact you, do you have any social media or any way that they could get in contact with you?
You could hit up my email. It's Crowmane, VC13, CROWMANE, VC13 at Gmail. That's my own platform right now. You can contact me at until I get a phone. As it is, this is everything I own. You don't want to be like this. You don't want to live like this.
All right, man. Thank you for this interview. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Keep your head up.
And are you okay with me using this on my YouTube channel?
Most definitely.
Thank you. I appreciate it.